Hello, this is Broyer, and welcome back to my Let's Play of EU4 as the once mighty Manchu. I mean, we are kind of still fairly large. I think we actually... Well, no, Russia looks like they probably have the biggest name on the map, which is, of course, the way that you win this game is by having the biggest name. But anyway, we've made a mistake. Mistakes have been made. I got a little impatient with just things and decided I'd go to war with Japan. We had more troops than Japan. So it seemed like an easy thing to go after. I had a bigger navy, but I thought, you know what? If I can just land my troops over here somewhere, maybe I can make something happen. Well, part of the reason I wanted to do that is because our horde unity has been so low for so long that it's just hurting us. Here's the problem: the horde unity being low hurt us in the war itself as well, because it's minus 10% discipline penalty is absolutely killer. Plus, not just that, but where is it? Morale of armies, right here. Lost heritage for another 6 years. Minus 10% morale. So the combination of minus 10% discipline and minus 10% morale, I should have just been sitting on my hands for the next 6 years until at least one of those went away. We're not going to get rid of the discipline one very quickly because of just the horde unity thing. But the other one we could have gotten rid of, and definitely needed to. With having both those penalties, we got stomped. And so now Japan is in our territory, and there's not much we can do about it because they just have better stuff. In fact, we actually have better technology than they do. They're on tech 15, and we are on tech 18. 3 techs better. But again, just not doing very good on the whole. They do at least have the same tactics as us, so that's one thing in their favor. We technically have a little bit better width, actually +3 on the width than they do. Morale, they're on the same morale as we are. If they were on 14 and we were on 17, so if we both had one less, this whole thing would have been a whole lot different. But yeah, it's been pretty rough. So really our best bet right now is to get out of this war with Japan, losing as little as we possibly can. Because we've basically lost because, like I said, I made some mistakes. But anyway, we're right now we're going to kind of come over here and clean up some of these barbarians. Barbarians, wow, too much civ. Some of these separatists and things. And then we'll figure out if there's a way for us to go back and fight off Japan at all while they're taking some of our territory. So, any of these things we need to deal with. I can invest in new ideas, which I'm not going to. Still need the tech. Countries at war, yes. Ports blockaded, absolutely. Suffering casualties, yes, I know. How's our money looking? Pretty bad. It's corruption, which I just spawned up a whole bunch of cap, or not necessarily just cap. I just spawned up a whole bunch of what am I trying to say? The thing, banners. Oh, goodness, can't think of the word. Banners. One good thing about these is that they do have better discipline as well. They come out with a stock plus 10% discipline. So that discipline right there is going to counteract this negative 10. And so it's really the minus 10 morale that if we can counteract that, then we'll at least be back to kind of an equal playing ground for the most part. Obviously, if we can get a leader or whatever that gives us some more morale or discipline, that can make up some of that ground as well. So again, mistakes were made, but we will we'll come out of this. We'll find a way. We'll deal with this. I can make some more states. How many states do I have? That's what I want to look for. I want to look for here. We can make one more state if we wanted to. We won't mess with it right this second. We are going to be in the hole with the corruption, hurting us big time because of the troops the banners that I raised up. They didn't cost us any upfront money, but they did cost us the corruption, which is expensive. It will go away pretty quickly though. And once that goes away, we'll be in a fairly okay place with the income that we have right now. So we'll deal with it. We'll figure it out. For right now, we are coming over here and we're going to drop a unit here, drop a unit there, and then stomp on the 8 stack. The 7k stack needs to get away. So how about you just come this direction to get away from that 29k stack. We definitely don't want you to get stomped on by them. All right, we're going to go ahead and pause and let things start happening. Actually, you know what? Why don't you just go after the 8k directly, and you come over here to these. Yes, yes, I know Japan is taking stuff from me. It's what happens when you're stupid. Well, learning experience. Let's put it that way. Let's be diplomatic about it, right? Learning experience. You know what? You don't have a general. Sure, you can take my king. Why not? It's actually a pretty good general. Man, Japan is taking all sorts of things right from me right now. And even against these partisans, we're just taking so much morale damage. Like, let's look at this real quick. Both of our discipline is minus 10% because they share the same horde unity issues that we have. Morale, 4.72, we're at 4.1 because, again, they share the same, I think, base morale as we do, like the same. No, I guess their base morale is actually higher. Crazy. But then that minus 10% is just really hurting us a lot. Military tactics say, actually, theirs is better. Wow, how is theirs so much better than mine? But why does it say my current value is 1.3? It should be 1.8. Shouldn't it? Didn't realize I had a siege specialist leader. That's pretty cool. Not that comes in handy right this second, but that's kind of nice. Anyway, yeah, so we're already having trouble with this a little bit. Yeah, I won. We're actually a little heavy on the Cav side of things, so why don't we split off a few of those? And why don't we just do a full consolidate right now? And then, just to save some of that reinforcement money. And what are you? You're almost all infantry. So actually, if you grid up there with those guys here momentarily, then we should be able to stomp out some of that negative. Actually, you go ahead and go up there. You drop another guy and they go there. That sounds good. You're going to siege that down real quick. Taking some attrition at the moment. I want to get these guys all grouped up to go after this 30k stack though. How much damage is Japan doing to us? A lot of damage. Ouch. Actually, going to be going after a capital soon. Alright, saw you guys. Go ahead and group up there. See if that's enough infantry to counteract this. We get us 15, so that should be plenty. Because I think there's 6 infantry here. We failed because they took that, I bet. Did they take it? Oh, wow, they are spreading out and going like crazy right now. Oh, how are they already at 28% on the... I guess it's just a capital fort. It's not an actual fort. Ouch. This is going to be a very costly war we've set ourselves up for here. I mean, will you take anything? Like, let's give you some of this stuff over here that I just, unfortunately, I'm going to lose. I mean, we're going to lose whatever we do. Let's give you some of this stuff up here on the outer edges. Once we get to a better place, then we could eventually start getting some of it back. And we're still in a spot where you will not take this. You don't like any of that stuff? What about down here? What in the world do you want then? Suggest offer. But what had just happened? Oh, they want us to release people as sovereign states. Actually, not the worst idea in the world, because I could eventually go back to war against them. I give them 80 ducats. Okay, wait a minute. What am I looking at here? It doesn't look as bad. Am I missing something? I'll cede the Kurlis to Japan, which is just that. That's fine. I will release Kalka, Sarayogur, Kalka, which is, again, fine. and Yarkand. Because again, I can go to war against these guys some more if I choose to. I'll pay 80 ducats to Japan. And this actually cost them some Diplo. I feel like I'm missing something. I mean, is it like I will suddenly become like part of Japan or something on here? Surely not, because I'm a tributary of Ming. I don't see any reason not to go for this. He's already starting to siege on my capital, which I would like to avoid. It looks fine. Am I missing something? It looks like he's taking one territory from me. And then releasing a few nations that, again, I can get back once the truces go away. No, I think I'm okay with this. Which means I can focus on these guys over here. So I do have the tribal conquest Casus Belli against those guys, which is good. So once the truces go away, I can jump on these guys pretty quickly. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. And then Japan's just going to get out of here, and I just lost that, which is not that much, to be perfectly honest. These fleets, those mean I'm safe to move my scout dude back out. Go explore Southeast Pacific coast. Sounds fine. No mission selected. Can build a trade depot in Tawan. Can colonize something or unite the Manchu tribes. Uniting the Manchu tribes is something I would have to do. I have to take out some of Ming to do that, so we're definitely not in a position to do that. Colonizing Okhotsk. Okhotsk? I can't say that one. Where is that? Find province. That's not what I wanted. Okhotsk. Apparently it has a C. Oh. Yeah, we can colonize that. How many colonists we got running? We actually have 2 running right now. But we can get to a point where we can colonize that pretty quickly. So why don't we just take that one? That should be fine. We did have to take a loan. Not the end of the world. And we still have the Rebel Uprising. Wait a minute. They're at 90%. Manchurian tribes. How big are you going to be? 38k. Ouch. And they're going to be where? A few provinces, but they're not, you know, it's only 0.2. I can make those guys go away if I stomp on these other guys pretty quickly. Let's see. Ulangum. Guessing those are going to be over here somewhere. Ulangum. Okay, I wish there was a way to see exactly where these are. There's not, is there? I could handle them. Buy myself some time. V-A-H. That's gotta be easy to find. Come on. It's only 3 letters. V-A-H. Not if I zoom out that much. I don't see them. Are they over here somewhere? There they are. So there's Va. Ulangum. Probably right next to where I'm at somewhere. Yep, Ulangum right there. So, in order to get, like this guy right here, how much rebel busting do they got? They have... Yeah, so it's each one does a quarter. So, it's only at 0.2, so I only need to split off a few cav. So why don't we group these guys up? Let's take off a few cav. See if we can grab the guys that are just not, you know, the extra disciplined ones. Save those for battle. Any other normal ones? That's it, but that's a start. So you guys, let's grab one to go to Ulangum. And then we'll grab another one to go to Va, which is a little closer to the other guy, so we don't do that yet. Yugan. Yugan. It's going to be up there too, isn't it, I bet? Yep, there's Yugan. Zillingol. I feel like that is relatively near. Again, I wish there was a really easy way to search for these. Is Zillingol over here somewhere? No. I'm sure it's right in front of my face and I'm just missing it. That's alright. Alright, so what's the other ones? Aegon. A-G-A-N. Right up there. Who else? There's a Sagi. Man, there's a lot of them. There's, or I guess there's a T on the end. The Sucked. So one of you guys can go here. Urumqi. Right there. So the other one, go to Urumqi. And that just leaves Ili, I-L-I, right over there. So we'll grab you. How about you head over this direction? You guys head over this direction, except for the Cav. Grab the Cav. Can I just split you off? No. Oh, because you're moving. Oh, you're actually in. Okay, let's finish your movement. Alright, you come over here to Ili. And then the rest can go ahead and follow over here. That should be fine. So that'll split up those four, I guess. Where are you going? Orzar? Okay, we're gonna have a battle here. And we are better balanced now, so that's good. We do have a good leader, so... And it's Steppe, so we're a Steppe Horde, which I think they actually could probably get the bonus too, though, since they're probably made up from Steppe Horde. Let's see. This might be a little rough. Merchant Fractures. We get just 3 Mercantilism. We get some Horde Unity, which we desperately need, but 10 would go away within, like, no time. Some Ducats, but we'd lose Horde Mercantilism. Yep, we're going to take the Mercantilism. Alright, so they're going to come into us. So we're going to be defenders in the Steppes. Steppes doesn't give an innate bonus, I don't think, but it does give a bonus to our troops. So, how are we looking? So we have the bonus, which they do not. They don't have a leader. So, in theory, we should be doing better. We're getting a penalty to Cav, though, which is... Okay, no, that we're back. It was just because of the number of losses we'd had. So we need to play a little bit safer on the Cav, so we're not taking that penalty to the Cav. Alright. You guys group up and head this way, but we will need to send some people. Really? You guys sitting there is not enough? It says it's 0, though. It should be enough, right? Oh, you're just a hair over now because it's 0.3 instead of 0.2. So I will need to send another troop to each one of those spots. That's not fun. We'll send some Cav, just because they are probably going to move quicker, I would imagine. I don't know. I'm assuming Cav moves quicker? I actually don't know. Maneuver 2. Yeah, seems to be maybe. We don't actually need a full one. So grabbing these 4. Splitting these guys off. Let's go there. You go down to there. And then we'll select this group. Split. One goes there. And last but not least, you're not moving. You go to there. So that means the rest of you guys are going to move up to here, which is fine. And once you get up there, we can figure out what else we want to do with you. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 territories we got to stomp out. And we may not get there in time, and they could pop any time now. So it's possible that we don't actually get there in time. So let's do a shift consolidate, just to consolidate, but keep the troops now. All right, so we need 2 Cav to go to Va, and then 2 Cav to go to Yugon. 2 more Cav to go to Zillingol. Did I already do that one? No. Where is Zillingol? Did I ever find it? Over here somewhere, and I was just missing it. Alright, we'll have to find that one. Zillingol. Ah, there it is. Oh, wow, that's a long ways. You guys might not get there in time. Who else? Aegon, which we know that one. That one's up here. That's fine. And 2 more. Cobdo. Cobdo. Am I going to be able to spot it, or am I going to have to go search for it? Oh, right there. And last but not least, Bech Balik, which was over here, I believe. Because I didn't want to send a guy right next to these other troops, I thought. Oh, maybe not. Bech Balik. Oh, right there. Okay. I could have sent them over there a long time ago. Alright, go to Bech Balik. So hopefully these guys get there and the number doesn't go past 0.5 before they do. Alright, so over here, just, you know, we'll just do it this way. Select you guys, drop siege, and kind of keep going. Or we'll go through all these territories, dropping off a unit each time. Alright, well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and clean up the rest of these rebel issues. Hopefully they don't pop while our guys are on their way over there, because that would be a complete instant stack wipe. But for now, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. I do appreciate you watching, and I think we came out of the Japan War with very minimal issues, to be perfectly honest. So that was actually probably a little bit of a success after the huge mistake. Thank you, and goodbye.